Greetings, YouTube. It's August, and the first shot in the war on Christmas has been fired. It seems that the Plantation City Council in Plantation, Florida, is all up in arms about the fact that the ACLU is saying that their planned winter holiday Christmas display includes religious elements, when that is a clear and very easily understood violation of the church, with the division between church and state. And what I don't quite grasp is, why is it so hard for everyone to understand that if the land is paid for by public tax dollars, you can't put religious themes on it. Ever. That's really simple to me. If it's a public park, it's a area outside your courthouse or your city hall, paid for by public dollars, you don't put religious themed objects on it. It's really simple. No menorahs, no nativity scenes, no crosses, nothing. Just put them elsewhere. See, my town had this problem ages ago, and the city realized we can't do this. It's a violation of separation of church and state. So, one of the big businesses in the town, the Radisson Hotel, stepped up and said, "Hey, we're on the main street of the city. We've got a big section of lawn right in front of our building that's not doing anything that time of the year. Why don't you put the nativity scene right on our land? Private property. Problem solved." So the city gets a nativity scene right on the main drag. Everybody can see it for, however months it is they put it up there. It seems to get longer and longer every year in my book. It's like eventually Christmas is just going to eat the entire calendar. And then there's no issue. The ACLU will not be involved. No one will get upset. But nope. People, time and time again, have got to try to ram their faith onto public land. And yes, I have a problem with that. I also find it strange that there's a place called Plantation. Is that like kind of calling your town farm? This seems kind of generic. Hi, I'm from farm. So, I'm sure that I'm going to get lambasted for discussing this, particularly with a weekend when there's a hurricane about to hit the East Coast. But, we've been hit with hurricanes before in New England. I realize that New York maybe have not experienced them as much as we have. We get hit by nor'easters on a regular basis. So, it's a big storm. I'm concerned for those in low-lying areas, but it's just a big storm. So I'm interested in hearing other people. What do you think about the whole idea of putting religiously themed objects on public land? And for those that are living outside the United States, do you have this problem where you live? Are religious items on public land ever considered a controversy? Is it just something that everybody does and no one bats an eye, or is it something that no one does and no one seems to care? I'd really be interested in hearing about that, because I don't really hear about this issue outside the United States, except in countries that are overtly theocracies, and those I expect to have religious themed objects on public land. But I'd be interested if you live in a democracy, or at least something that has a passable degree of multiculturalism and maybe an actual secular humanist government. Do you ever encounter this problem in your country? I would really find that fascinating. Thank you.